Satsuki looking for that damage, finds him on the Diablo. Diablo forced it back out as their health drops low. The Immortal now is at 25%
Back down
here.
Yo on the Greymane, gonna be the first to fall. But is it ETC? No, that's Malthael up there. A triple.
The Leyline used in the back, catching 3 people on top of that, followed up by the APOC and the Lurking Arm. Catching 2, but this time on is going to be the first one.
Wow, did you see that mosh pit? 4-man mosh pit while on a conveyor belt. That was like a regular sushi.
There's the lead, catches him in the mud pit. Time trap does pop. Mosh pit goes out. Ruby's still in trouble. Pops to stay a while and listen, but it's not going to matter.
Here comes the Bloodlust on the backside, but he's doing it under and then stunned. Oh my goodness! The combo!
Getting struck down, ETC getting killed. He becomes dog food for the Greymane.
I didn't think they had a chance. I thought it was all over. We said all or nothing, and they got absolutely everything.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am Jason, and today I've got a Division E West match. Flint Tropics versus Phoenix Rising Amethyst. And looks like everybody is ready to go in the lobby. I'm going to let them know that I'm ready to go as we head on to our first game. But before we jump into draft, let's take a look at the maps here as Flint Tropics did indeed get the first pick, and Phoenix Rising selecting the map here. And for some reason that didn't reset on that second one. I really got to figure out what's going on with that map tool because yeah, we are in game 1. I don't know. Well, I'll have to figure that out later because nobody's won that second map. Score is 0-0 as we were on the first one. So sorry about that, folks. But Flint Tropics on the left, Phoenix Rising Amethyst on the right. Let me just confirm that real quick. Let's see. Got captain's list. There we go. Yep, Aesop captain on the left for Flint Tropics. So first ban, Battlefield of Eternity, Vala. No big surprise there, as she's definitely one of the strongest racers on the map. Very unique mechanics here on Battlefield of Eternity. Apart from any other map, PvE damage, definitely a priority here. And that Q build Vala can just absolutely shred. Gazlo gonna be banned out. Another good hero for racing, but also he's got a lot of excellent toolkits here on this map. Can be very difficult to deal with overall. But his ability to leave those turrets on the boss and constantly be able to come back to help in the team fight or just poke with those turrets can be pretty difficult to deal with. Deathwing going to be taken out by Flint Tropics. Deathwing's not as popular a hero on this map specifically, so that signals to me that that might be more of a matchup-specific ban here. But he is good in early game team fights, so he can help you get a little bit of an advantage in the early game here at the very least. That could be why we're seeing that ban out early. Meanwhile, Orphea going to be taken out for Phoenix Rising Amethyst, so bunch of damage heroes thrown out here, but still a lot available. So we're actually going to see Bloodbeast picking up the Lucio as the first pick. And High Five coming in hot in the meta right now. And been being used to very solid success by many teams here in NGS over the past few weeks. As we've just seen a steady rise for him. He's not much of a racer. He doesn't contribute to the race game here on Battlefield of Eternity, but can help you in the team fight in the sustained game when you have these long fights in the mid. Sukov more of a bursty healer coming in. And Raynor followed up there. Lunara and Sonya, all of a sudden they're just clicking off the picks. Raynor with that level 1 Exterminator, a very, very strong racer on this map. Meanwhile, Sonya and Lunara, also pretty strong picks. Lunara's damage a little bit slower, so better for long-term poking than for trying to burst down an Immortal. But kind of goes with the Lucio pick, where starting to see Flint Tropics go towards more of a defensive style here, where they may be looking to prioritize team fighting and then poking in damage in the Immortal when they can. Meanwhile, Muradin the ban out here for Phoenix Rising Amethyst. Their final ban of the matchup, and Varian banned on the other side, so even though they've got a pretty good counter to the taunt in the Lucio high five, they just don't want to see that in general on this map. Varian, a pretty good tank in the meta right now, but also a fairly easy tank. You know, you don't get a whole lot of point and click stuns, and you know, with the charge into the taunt, you pretty much get that. Speaking of stuns, here comes Imperius and a Nubarak. Big, beefy front line right now for Phoenix Rising Amethyst. Holy cow. And you got two final picks coming up here for Flint Tropics. Still need a tank, and I'd expect another damage dealer. They could go melee assassin and have a little bit more of a forward fighting comp, but honestly, with a Nubarak on the other side, you might even see double AA here for the extra burn on the Immortal. But it is going to be the mage, Li Ming, coming out here for team captain Aesop. There we go. I gotta get new glasses, man, I'm telling you. Big ball of teabag ETC here. And one final pick here for Phoenix Rising Amethyst. The Malthael. So another one of those slower burn heroes. He can put his mark onto the Immortal and it'll slowly take away some health. But definitely a race advantage right now for Flint Tropics. Raynor alone can deal as much damage as anybody that Flint Tropics has, but overall, Nubarak doesn't really contribute to it very well. Imperius not the best racer at all. Malthael probably on par with Lunara, more or less, but just the damage you're going to get from Lunara, Sonya, and Li Ming, that's going to outclass the rest of Phoenix Rising Amethyst's comp for the map anyway, but we'll see. It all comes down to execution in the end. Now, both of these teams are looking for the slow, steady fight. Flint Tropics probably going to have the advantage there with the Lucio and the slow but steady healing. If they can wear somebody down and get that one pop for Li Ming, then things will start to turn for them. Meanwhile, for Phoenix Rising Amethyst, they're all in on the stuns. If they can stun down one target, get the last rights out, and Raynor, you know, blowing them up from the back line, they can be pretty effective in the team fight as well. But we'll see who can get the job done here. Game number 1 on Battlefield of Eternity. On the left, we've got Flint Tropics. We've got Aesop playing my favorite hero, the Li Ming. Soul Limit going to be on the Lunara. Blood Beast on the Lucio. In the mid, we've got Big Bala Teabag going to be on the ETC. And we've got Carsicles on the Sonya. Meanwhile, on the right for Phoenix Rising Amethyst, we've got Lieutenant Barista going to be on the Stukov. Tamagan on the Nubarak. LDAP going to be on that Raynor. We've got a random person playing the Imperius, and Silver Chung on the Malthael. Nice mount. I'm digging it. Very festive for holiday Malthael. I like it. Meanwhile, random person just chilling up here, sees the Li Ming around the corner there, waiting for his shot. There's the stun. It's a little bit late for the secondary stun to really set up the Imperius. So it looked like Raynor was actually more interested in the wave there. Meanwhile, right now, we're trying to get some Li Ming poke on the wall here, it would seem. Or maybe just to the heroes, I don't know. The one tough thing that Aesop is going to have here is Nubarak's good at getting stuff in the way of those abilities. Meanwhile, big damage coming out on an ETC. Take a look at our top lane. This is a classic solo lane matchup. Will favor Malthael one-on-one. Will favor Sonya in the way, but look at the stun chain coming out. And first blood gonna go to Phoenix Rising Amethyst as they find the Lunara. They're gonna instantly rotate down to the camp. A great shot call here. It's a good solid macro. You get that first kill, that first blood, you've got 3 camp takes. And they rotated right to it. Love to see that. It is scouted out, but not much that not much the Flint Tropics can do here about Phoenix Rising Amethyst taking the camp. Get a nice spike damage on it immediately, but look at the stun chain into the lurking arm. Very nice. Once again, that one was an ETC though, so a little harder to camp. Meanwhile, up top we got to fight over the camp, and yeah, again. In the wave, that's going to favor Sonya, but Malthael will win that fight one-on-one on the point, so Cursicles is forced to back up there and give the camp. Now, quick rotation to the Bruisers here for Phoenix Rising Amethyst. Pretty good start for these guys right now on the macro.
I will reach your position shortly.
But it is matched by Flint Tropics on the other side. I did take a peek at this matchup earlier and did happen to notice that Phoenix Rising Amethyst hasn't quite found a way to win a game yet here in Season 11.
You are a
Pretty
raider.
good on the start.
Legendary.
Bankai with the raid. Hello, everybody. Welcome. You're just in time for game 1 here and the first objective, which pretty quickly we got Phoenix Rising Amethyst just jumping right to the race, and I don't know, Flint Tropics maybe not in position, maybe thinking they were a little bit late on the rotation from bot. They just decided not to go in. Now they're going to look like they're going to rotate to defend here. They need to. This Immortal has been burnt down. Not a single bit of damage right now on the Phoenix Rising Amethyst Immortal on the other side. They're doing a good job of zoning. Amethyst goes in. Got Toboggan with the stun. Random person trying to follow up there with the spear, but not quite able to find the mark. And for now, it looks like Amethyst is going to back up. They're going to leave Soul Limit to go get some dot damage while they wait for the re-engage here. And there it is, Soul Link goes and gets those 3 dots out. Now this double stun comes in. Oh, with the huge lurking arm coming out. Lucio gets just obliterated, but they get the counter kill here onto a Nubarak, and that trade will favor the Li Ming with the resets. We'll get a second one here, as it's the 2-for-1 exchange, but wait a minute, they get the slide, they'll get Rainer as well. 3-for-1 exchange. Flint Tropics trying to turn this thing on its head. And now they're going to go straight to race. They do have the superior race overall, but they were so far behind on the start, I'm not sure they can make up the difference. We're going to find out here. Let's go up to the top God view and see how close this is going to be. The stun knocks everybody back. Is that going to be enough to stall it out here? Not quite, as we are going to see Phoenix Rising Amethyst getting the first objective. Yeah, you live by that team fight comp, you die by that team fight comp. They were able to get the kills, but didn't quite have enough race to make up the difference of how lopsided that was at the beginning. Bloodbeast's gonna get stunned by the Immortal, then the follow-up coming in from the front line. Phoenix Rising Amethyst gonna get themselves a third kill here. 3-3 now on the kill counter as they go in onto this fort up top. Do have the solo laners back at it. But pretty good burn here, pretty good defense overall for Flint Tropics. No problem for them.
Has fallen, but he will rise again in time.
Top looks like we might get Malthael back on that camp again. Wisp gonna scout out Phoenix Rising Amethyst, hiding in the bush. By the way, full orb build right now. For Aesop. Oh, but look out, another big lurking arm. Lieutenant Barista. Oof. Lurking arms have been big in this game so far. They're only gonna get bigger. This is lurking arm build, low blow at level 1, and then the extending range at level 7. So it's a little bigger, but it doesn't quite. It can't go forever. There is a limit on the timer now. First stun, not quite finding its mark on a burrow charge, but it's a couple with the spikes on the follow-up there. Wow, looks like both solo laners have taken a peek at that top camp, but not quite going on yet. I didn't know better. I'd say Mount Ale was typing up there at that moment. Just not really that interested in moving around, I think. Sneaky rotation up to the top here by LDAP. Ladap. Both teams gonna grab their camps out. Early level 10s coming in now for Flint Tropics. They got a small XP lead, but by the time I finish with their heroics, I'm sure I'll be able to do Phoenix Rising Amethyst as well. But for Flint Tropics, it is going to be Disintegrate along with the Leap and Leaping Strike, Mosh Pit, and the Sound Barrier. And for Phoenix Rising Amethyst, Hyperion along with the Web Wrap, Angelic Armaments, the Flailing Swipe. Mouthdale's still holding, but I expect this to be last rites. We'll see though. I've been surprised before. Jakun, though, is going to be countered by that Disintegrate if Li Ming can be disciplined about holding that. Never mind, there is the Disintegrate coming out along with the Leaping Strikes and the Leap. Mosh Pit not quite finding its mark, though. But more than enough value off all the other heroics. Web Wrap never even used there, never even a real opportunity to use it as Flint Tropics comes in, gets the 2 for nothing while bottom was being cleared. Nice engagement there. That's what that leap from Sonya gives you, the opportunity to pretty much start an engagement whenever you want. And Corsical definitely did that there. Phoenix Rising Amethyst now back up. Low depth timer still at this point in the game. They're looking to come in and defend. We'll see the burrow charge with that spear follow-up. This time Li Ming gets web wrapped, so no opportunity to get resets from that exchange. They get the Sonya, but they're really not being too aggressive after the fact. Just kind of letting them poke away at it. And I think the poison might be enough to do it here. It's going to be real close, but it will be enough. It'll tick away just at that last second. That's going to be Flint Tropics picking up their first Immortal of the game. Double stun coming in, but Leaping Strike comes in as well. Says, wait a minute, this is our engagement. Armament's going to be popped. Big knockback on that penetrating round, and then an even bigger knockback on the Flailing Swipe, trying to zone them off. This is an Immortal up top. Sylvester Chung up top here, getting the damage out onto the Immortal. It's continuing to be a 4v3 on the bot side. Nidorak starting to make his way back in. Cool. Looks like it's just going to be the top fort and the well on bot going to be grabbed here. Meanwhile, Dance Party on the bot side catches only the Enumerak. Got it pretty low though. I don't think he's got burrow charge to get out here. That'll be the reset being procced. Oh, combo gets thrown in, but not quite enough range on that orb yet. Wait till level 16, Arcane Orbit. Last cannon, by the way. Player after my own heart right here. This is how I like to play Li Ming. Admittedly, I think not her most effective build, but definitely the funnest build. I'm not gonna ever discount that. But I'll tell you what, random person jumps in and hits the spear when you got that glass cannon. If there's any follow-up from Raynor, that's just an instant death. Just instantly blown up. See the danger pings on the random person here. They know it too. They know he's looking for that spear. Spear Daddy Imperius is always looking for that spear. Hyperion gonna be thrown out trying to anti-siege here against the minion wave and the camp. They'll be able to clean that up in the lane. Level 14 for both squads. No huge lead as both solo and started on the beach bruisers on their own side here. So that's the chunk. A little bit low on mana here. Gonna have to back up right as the Immortal gonna be spawning, but the bottom fort is grabbed, so Flint Tropics attaining a nice little lead here in terms of the structure to go along with their current level lead. So it looks like nobody's going to be rotating here fast enough to really get onto this defensive. Oh, but a big orb coming from the bottom. There's another one. They continue those resets with that level 4. The lead goes in with the disintegrate. Resets are coming in now too. That's going to be a big 3 for nothing. As Flint Tropics just hits the go button. It's all the go buttons. The go buttons are the R, by the way. Unless you're like me and play with a weird hotkey set.
Our battle cannot remain here.
Level 16 is now in. And there is that arcane orbit. Aesop now going to be hitting those orbs from space. Percentage healing coming in here for Blood Beast as well. A little bit of damage, so this is not going to be a fully full shield Immortal. But still going to be a pretty strong Immortal for the side of Flint Tropics. And they're here to support it on the bottom side. Sonya is still up top, cleaning out that big wave that's kind of pushed in with the camp. But look at the stun chain as Bella Teabag gonna get the Mosh, but Last Rites is gonna come out and take him out here. Flailing Swipe able to kind of cancel the Mosh there. The Last Rites didn't do what the Flailing Swipe would have. So now ETC-less. Sonya is still pushing to the top, but this is 5v3. They're going to dive past the Immortal Sullivan, able to hop out there with the use of that Leaping Strike. And the Immortal is going to be very close to getting this keep. Orbs are going to be blocked here, but the Immortal doesn't quite get that last swipe in. Oh, the Orb got so close to getting through. They're going to have to defend this. It doesn't look like Flint Tropics is going away. Yeah, Li Ming is a huge combo. One auto attack from Soul Limit and it's gone. And there's the first keep of the game for Flint Tropics. I felt like Phoenix Rising Amethyst, even without ETC, could have defended that. I mean, they've got Imperius as well. See, quick burn onto that Cocoon. Still big damage there on the Li Ming. Oof. Look out, Sonya's on the flank. Leap is available, sees the 3 in the back, gets the 3-man stun with the Leaping Strike, and Leonard just jumps right over everybody. Oh, and somehow that orb actually managed to split the squad. Malthael's on his way down now, but I think it's a little too late as the resets come in. Li Ming does not have any mana really left though. But still, two for nothing exchange. Somehow Nubarak made it out of that mess. Just like that, Flint Tropics taking a commanding 2-level lead. Gonna get started on pushing in this top lane. We got 23 seconds until Phoenix Rising Amethyst will be as a full 5 once again.
I fight for the glory of the
And they're pushing in top lane here, big time. That'll go down. get started on the Immortal, but Sonya's actually going to go back to grab the camp. I like this call. But that does mean that Flint Tropics is going to need to try to disengage here if they can. Look at the silences, and yeah, ETC goes down. Maybe out just a little bit too far.
Is under attack.
Didn't need to push the issue there pre-20. Now, this is an opportunity for Phoenix Rising Amethyst to try to get back into the game. Malthael is now back clearing, and level 20s are now in for Flint Tropics. They're still going to try to get the engagement on Lucio, but they missed a little bit there. And looks like Malthael is going to go ahead and come in and join. This is a 4v5, but up top they're burning. So they're getting some damage out down here. They can find an engagement on Lucio, which they can here with the cocoon. See that pop, little damage, trying to hit on the backside. Leaf goes in with the cage. And right now it's 2-for-1 exchange, but in comes the reset, make it 3. Big counter engage as Sonya walked down and then leaped right in. Soul limit is super low though. And it's Lucio that's down, so not gonna see any heals anytime soon. But meanwhile, the core, I mean, if these were not focused on that mid turret, would have got some serious value there. But still, the Immortal's gonna go over to Flint Tropics, and that could be the beginning of the end here.
We stand victorious.
It's gonna be a rough defense. They do have Raynor. Gonna have a couple more members here in a few seconds. Question is, can Flint Tropics get ahead of this and get any damage? But right now, Nubarak is in a huge flanking position. Can come in from the backside and prevent them from being able to make it back to the Immortal. They're stepping up here. No 20 still here. Phoenix Rising Amethyst. They've got to get started on this Immortal. That's the big thing, but look at the big damage. Ooh. Malthael gets blown up here. Then the leap goes in onto Raynor. Big combo damage off of that as well. Armaments has a nice pop on the soul limit, but the shields are down on the core, and the shield's just now falling on the Immortal. So it looks like it's going to be too much damage as this thing is just chunking away the core. And that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1 here on Battlefield of Eternity. Going to Flint Tropics. Nicely done. Go over to our game summary screen here. Take a look at these stats, as long as the Hots Gods will it. They do indeed. Stats are in. And, or build Lee-Ming OP. I'm just saying it right now. 7-0. Top siege for Flint Tropics, and 90k damage is ridiculous, by the way. That is some high-level stats here. Woo! Next highest soul limit at 57k. Just massive damage overall from Flint Tropics. And that's what their comp does. You know, they were looking to team fight and win the long game with Lucio. For Phoenix Rising Amethyst, you know, you kind of live by the CC and die by the CC, right? They did a very nice job of getting some of those stun chains going with the lurking arm, and earlier they were getting kills, but weren't able to keep quite as in sync, especially after level 10 when Sonya started leaping in and disrupting some of those combos. You know, the easy answer there is, well, maybe you just web wrap the Sonya so she can't leap on you, but then Li-Ming blows it up with Disintegrate. So, I don't know. It's kind of a tough call there. Either way, executed brilliantly by Flint Tropics, and I'm actually going to take a quick break while we set up for game number 2. I'm going to see if I can get my map view screen fixed up here, but I will be back just as soon as we have game number 2 set up. And we're ready to head in to the draft. everybody, for game number 2. We're going to be going to Volskaya Foundry. Map pick of Flint Tropics. Phoenix Rising Amethyst going ahead with first pick, first ban here. Game number 2. Came out swinging pretty good in that game number 1. Flint Tropics, pretty much as soon as they hit 10, I felt like their comp just had the advantage. They had the end gauge they wanted, and they were able to get those resets for Li Ming. So important for a Li Ming comp in general. Familiar bans here to start off game number 2. Orphea and Vala going to be once again banned out. So not strictly a ban on just the BOE map, but also used here as well for Flint Tropics. Gazlo once again taken off the board, so that's another repeat ban here. And Deathwing as well, so it looks like both these teams have their formulas laid out, and they're sticking to them right now. We saw first pick Lucio last game for Flint Tropics. This time, Phoenix Rising Amethyst has their shot, who they'd like to see first. Let's see Falstad involved at all in that last draft. Kind of surprising. So good in the meta right now. Varian gonna be picked up here. This was the ban number 3 for Flint Tropics. So this time, instead of a Nubarak, we're gonna see maybe more of a comfort pick here in the Varian. But more of the same for Flint Tropics. They go straight back to the Lucio and the Sonya. No big surprise there. Two very influential heroes in that game number 1 win. Also, two very good meta picks right now, so that's a good balance. I get distracted by my cat jumping up here. What's up, bud? Imperius and Stukov picked up once again. Phoenix Rising Amethyst. We did see a lot of good spears from random person in the last game, especially again in that first half. And don't even get me started on the lurking arms; those were beautiful.
New follower detected.
Sparhawk, thank you very much for the follow. Always nice to see a fellow caster hopping in here. Appreciate that. Congrats on the promotion, by the way. Well done, sir. And cheering for the rising crowd. The Thrall now going to be banned out. That's an interesting ban. That would be a very, very heavy front line. I'm not saying it wouldn't happen because they did have triple front line last game. And Anubarak, Imperius, Malthael, so definitely possible.
Bring the mega death.
ETC and Lunara picked up once again, so yeah, I mean, I like Flint Tropics. Yeah, absolutely. I like Flint Tropics just going right back to the well, you know? If it works, it works. Just do it again. This is another map where fighting and having good sustain very important here. So it works well. What worked in their comp in game number 1 works very well here. But there's the big adjustment here for the solo lane. No Malthael, but going to be the Urel instead for Sylvester Chung. You see one last pick coming in for Flint Tropics. This was Li Ming on the last game. No Anubarak web wrap to have to blow up this time around. So a little bit of room for change-ups, if desired. Nope, I'm gonna go right back to the well. I mean, Li Ming, and it was definitely MVP in the last one. ASAP top damage, and they played that comp to the Li Ming style pretty well with being able to kind of focus target one down at a time, get those resets rolling. So I like that. Hey, they need a win eventually. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, I'm not knocking Phoenix Rising Amethyst here. I thought they came out swinging pretty good in game number 1. They displayed some good macro sense early in the game. And, you know, I can't really find too many big faults in their gameplay in that game number 1. I felt like it's just once 10 came out, Flint Tropics just out-pedaled them after that in the team fights. It's really that simple. It's not going to be as easy to do that on this map, because the macro is a little bit more complex. So a team that favors macro and has better macro play is going to do better on Volskaya Foundry than on Battlefield. So ultimately, though, we'll see. It all comes down to the reason we play these games. It all comes down to what happens once we log in. Here we go into game number 2. Flint Tropics on the left. We're going to see Aesop once again on that Li Ming. Soul Limit once again on Lunara. Big Bala Teabag once again on the ETC. We're going to see Carousel on the Sonya once again. And once again, we're going to see Lucio coming out here for Blood Beast. On the right, Phoenix Rising Amethyst. We're going to see pretty much everybody once again on the save heroes over here as well. Except for Tamagan on the Varian. We've got Lieutenant Barista once again on the... who is that? That's the Stukov. Sylvester Chung on the Imperius. LDAP on the Rainer. And, oh yeah, and Random Person's on a new hero as well on Euro. Speaking of which, Euro gonna go ahead and do that Goomba Stomp on in, get a little damage, and then gonna roll down to the bottom lane to meet Sonya. Aesop trying to get those stats boosted nice and early. And again, Phoenix Rising Amethyst on the rotation here. As soon as the board camp is up, they are on it. Straight up to LDAP, having the cooldown to pop there for the extra damage. But I love this team's macro. And that quick rotation should give them a favorable position to be able to go onto the support camp if they want. They know that Flint Tropics wants the, wants to get their own fortification camp. But instead they're going to actually rotate to the top and grab the siege. It's a little early on this one. If you get that later, you can kind of counter pressure it with the objective. Force the other team into a choose how they lose kind of situation with that. Do they clear the top and give up the point, or do they stay on the point and give up some damage top? Level 4 is now in, though, for Phoenix Rising Amethyst, so this is where their comp starts to get strong with the taunt. They're going to find the taunt maybe here, yeah. Damage follow-up not really ready, though, it looked like. I think once the ETC slide came out, the damage dealers were like, nah. But Varian just kept on charging right along with him. That, you gotta be careful, that could be a bait later in the game. Oh, meanwhile, Phoenix Rising Amethyst now rotating onto the camp, and are gonna get it here before Flint Tropics can rotate in on it. So that's gonna give them an item advantage here in this first objective.
To begin field testing.
I missed game 1 due to my cast. Yeah, the things we give up to cast, I'll tell you. Rainer gonna get hit by a bit of a combo there. Oh, meanwhile, again, that's a long-range charge baited a little bit back by the teleport. Now big damage coming in return. There's a couple different mechanics that can force that Varian to slide a little bit longer here than anticipated. And could be more later. The Leaping Strike. The High Five could actually do that same effect to pull Varian out of position a little bit. Heck, so could the Leap from Sonya if you really wanted to use it that way. Nothing quite beats Junkrat's Rocket Ride though. That's the ultimate screw Varian move. That was really the best. If you guys have never seen a Varian doing Colossus Smash into a Rocket Ride Junkrat, You guys should Google that. There's quite a few clips of it on all the WTF videos. It's pretty hilarious. First objective being contested at the start here, but once again, Phoenix Rising Amethyst on the macro play, able to instantly get in there and get themselves a second turret. That first turret goes down though, and a little prematurely, allowing it to get poked. And the second one goes down again, a little prematurely. They just picked up the point, and now they're losing time, and that is an easily pokeable position for that turret. You kind of want to save those items for when the team fight actually starts, because now those items are gone, and they can come back and team fight when they want. Still 2 up for Flint Tropics, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Sonya and Li Ming both have their kills still. Meanwhile, big damage coming in on the frontliners on both sides. Both will reposition. Heal Camp is out though. A biotic emitter, but both turrets placed again during the team fight. Nice job by Flint Tropics. I like the macro rotations, but the micro, when to put down those turrets, definitely favoring Flint Tropics. Right now, it looks like, for the moment, Flint Tropics has the point, and yeah, not going to be contested here for Phoenix Rising Amethyst, which is a little bit of a bummer, just because of the Varian comp, right? You know, the taunt at level 4. You know, you're super weak until level 4, but then between 4 and 10, you have the advantage.
Blue team has taken control
And so far, they just have not been able to really utilize them at all. Gonna get the taunt out on to Sonya. Spirit follow it up, the damage comes down, and there it is. That's what they're looking for. They get the combo out, and first blood goes over to Phoenix Rising Amethyst. They do lose a bit of their front wall and the well in top, so Flint Tropics kind of playing the map the way you would draw it up here. That's exactly what you're looking to get out of a first Immortal, is some front wall damage and the well. Level 10's coming in for both these squads now. It is once again going to be the Disintegrate with that full orb build here for Aesop. Leaping Strike, Mosh Pit, Sound Barrier once again. I believe it was Sound Barrier instead of High Five last game as well. And then Leap. So all the same exact combo here for Flint Tropics. Angelic Armaments, Hyperion, Flailing Swipe once again, and it is going to be the Arctic Defender along with that parry, pair with the taunt. Once again, camp's going to be picked up very efficiently here for Phoenix Rising Amethyst. Scouted out there by the Wisp Soul Limit. I knew they were there. Sonya going to grab the camp on the other side. Pretty even for both squads right now. Slight level lead for Phoenix Rising Amethyst. Call that an advantage from the kill earlier. Pretty much the length of that XP lead. Camp is pushing in the top lane, however. Random person just waiting for that rotation. They're ready. Up near. It's Phoenix Rising Amethyst. They were on the hunt. Couldn't quite find what they were looking for in the jungle, though. They're gonna look with Lunara, but yeah, ETC was there. But there is the taunt into the spear, into the lurking arm. Rainer putting down the damage, and that's gonna be another big pick here for Phoenix Rising Amethyst. The death timers are kind of low, though. No big cooldowns used on either side there. And you can get a lot of time in between these objectives here on Volskaya. It's my biggest pet peeve with the map is exactly how much time there is. It's a lot. It's quite a lot.
Protector is almost ready.
But there it is.
Access its terminal when
There's the 30-second pop. Camp gonna be grabbed here. A little bit of push. Ooh, that orb was so close to hitting Sylvester Chung. That was super close. Level 13's down for both squads, and guess what? This is Glass Cannon build again. Now, if you thought Glass Cannon build was ballsy last game, how about this game where it's taunt combo, but it actually goes down on the Lunara. Sound barrier is popped though. Armor is popped on the other side, but look at the leap coming in. Blows up Stukov right away. Leaping strike to finish off Imperious as well. So quick 2-0 here for Flint Tropics. And once again, even throughout, and maybe even favoring the Phoenix Rising Amethyst a little bit. But then, boy, as soon as those level 10s come in, Flint Tropics has this combo down and knows how to use it. Big combo. Oh no! Oh, the double kill coming in, and yeah, that's Aesop just doing what Aesop does, and I love it. I love it because I'm a Li Ming player. Played her more than any other hero in this game, and that was sweet. That was nice. Can't gonna be stolen on the bot side though by a random person unless this gets scouted out. Sonya's in the area. Doesn't look like they're gonna check it out fast enough here. Level 16's now in the Flint Tropics. But we will see the Immortal going over to Flint Tropics. I like the call though from Phoenix Rising Amethyst. You know, you have multiple deaths there, staggered deaths. So you know you cannot contest. So instead, you get a couple extra items. You get some soak out in the lanes to try to get to 16. And now they're looking at the ambush. Charge goes out on the Lucio, and now it's gonna leave the turret on the ground. Who picks it up there? Looks like Marion picked it up. The healing totem. Throws it down immediately. Protect against that Li Ming damage. Meanwhile, going full in on the bot side onto the fort is the Protector. That last mean laser will come out and knock down the fort. Phoenix Rising Amethyst is ready to engage on the back of this. Taunt goes down on the ETC, and again, look at the combo. Phoenix Rising Amethyst flexing a little bit with their combo. Nicely done. Random person with the roving back. What? Danger. Sonya almost got the spear interrupt that. That was pretty good. Oh, look out. Taunt on the Li Ming, but just the follow-up not quite there. Just a hair behind on the follow-up. And that's very precise timing for Li Ming because of the teleport. Gotta be timed perfectly if you're gonna do that to the Li Ming. But I mean, it doesn't have to be super. Oh, big leap into the damages from Aesop once again. The setup coming in, trying to go after Li Ming on the backside, but it's gonna be too much. 3 for nothing here. They're trying to get the Rainer as well, but they'll make it back at least. Only Rainer left to tell the tale of the problems of the 4-man here. Hashtag 4-man problems. Random person doing the soak on the other side though. This has been pretty nice flanks and engages all game. Very well done here. 7-4 on the kill count. A little more even this game, but right now it's the levels that we're most worried about here. Flint Tropics gonna get level 20. And there's going to be a window where they're going to have level 20 while Phoenix Rising Amethyst does not, while the C objective is up here, the control point C. I don't know exactly how long that is going to be. It's been a while since we were on control point B, so I expect that ping to come any time now. But it always lasts a lot longer than I feel like it should. Because it is by far the longest map objective in the game. Or longest time between objectives. It's not even close. There it is. Random person down bot soaking. Now is definitely out of position. Was a little out of position before, but now is way out of position. Gonna jump up top, trying to get away. Gonna pop the Ardent Defender, but with Lucio, the chase is on. Jumps into range of the turrets. Oof. I love the run, but now look out. Like Swipe comes out, but Belief trying to cage somebody in, but Lucio's got the speed, and Aetop on the flank. Khan goes down with the spear. They blow up the glass cannon Li Ming. I would say, on behalf of Phoenix Rising Amethyst, finally kills the Li Ming. A little bit of an aggressive rotation there. That's the kind of rotation that I expect from a player that's gone like something in the neighborhood of 15-0 on the whole series so far in a game and a half. But still a pretty big lead here for Flint Tropics. 2-for-1 exchange there. Still very favorable. And Sonya doing the Sonya things down on the bot side, getting the objective. Big wave forming up on the bot side. Phoenix Rising Amethyst should be able to get level 20 here. In time to defend against this Immortal. They're able to soak enough. They might actually be able to get level 20 in time to contest it, but they're up top here still working on this camp, so there's no way they get down there in time. The waves are pushed pretty far out, so would have been kind of dangerous. Oh, but look out. Random person uses the jump. The slow's gonna come in from Lunara. Or maybe not. Still some good solid poke there as the
Blue team has taken control.
Protector comes out. Sonya's gonna bring it to the party here on the bot side. 2 catapults. Poking the keep down pretty well here. Should make it pretty easy play here for the Protector. Now the question is, do they go core? Level 20 is now coming in for Phoenix Rising Amethyst. Oh, but they get to the Li Ming once again. The heavy dive. They're able to blow him up. Sonya's not able to protect with a team fight stance here. Quick interrupt there onto the mosh pit. You're able to get to the Lucio as well. You gotta remember, you got 2 members in the Protector. You cannot team fight nearly as well as a 5-man squad can, especially level 20. They're gonna be able to finish off this this Protector. Now between Leap and Leaping Strike, they might be able to disengage here. ETC kind of sitting on the flank. Yeah, there's Leaping Strike. Taunt goes down. Sonya gets the leap out, but oh, big ball of T-back slides in. Okay, they're not gonna quite have the follow-up to punish him for that. It's a little hairy, but they get the rest of the 3-man out. Phoenix Rising Amethyst, though, keeping the game alive, only sustaining 16% damage to their core there. Well defended. That was the first win condition for Flint Tropics in this game, so for Phoenix Rising Amethyst to survive that, keep the game going, that is a win in your column. They gotta figure out a way to get something from this, though. They get the camps, they get the items, but with 2 down, you could probably get some siege out of that. in exchange for the camps. Meanwhile, here's Flint Tropics on the rotation. Got quite a bit of turrets themselves too now, actually. Oh, they got Varian on the run here. They're looking to push in for core once again.
Red team's core is under attack.
We're gonna poke at it a little bit at the very least. They've got the 2 turrets they can put down to try and put some damage on this core if they want to. They got 3 catapults down here, but as soon as people stop showing on the map, they're gonna rotate away. It's a good call. Phoenix Rising Amethyst rotating as 5 right now. Gotta try to find something, but the slide goes in. Arden popped pretty early. Not gonna get a whole lot of value out of that Arden, let alone the Hyperion that gets tossed out there. Oh, leap onto the point. Random person gonna be stuck in there. Round goes down first. Moshpit on the backside, but not actually in range to interrupt. But look at the big orb fly and pop 3. Ooh. And that is the difference in a team fight where ASAP gets blown up immediately in the last 2, but goes untouched for the first part. Here, that is a full 5-0 ace, and Flint Tropics is going to go to the core, finish off this series, score the domination here in Division E West. Almost Sky found it. They're gonna go ahead and cage it up at the end. GG, well played. Aesop going with the old Pringles slogan. Once one pops, the fun don't stop. Okay, that's a bastardization of it. But still, you get what I mean. Go to our game summary. Top damage again. A little closer this time. Soul Limit got some damage too, but 81k. That orb build just hard to top. Reach out, see if we can get an interview with our team captain here. Actually, remember to give them a point on the board here. There we go. And I am joined by team captain for Flint Tropics, Aesop. Well done, sir. How you feeling?
Doing pretty good.
Well, congrats, and very, very well-styled win, especially these team fights. Big team fight combos, and an even better Li Ming play, my favorite hero, so it was a joy for me to get to watch. How was it from your end?
It was pretty good. So you're talking to CA Rascals because Aesop had to take a quick break, but I can talk about his Ming playing. It was really good. Basically throw the ball. We basically built around throwing the balls, so it's try to zone them off and then hit them with the balls and the laser.
There you go. Game 1, though, definitely a bit of a back and forth affair at the beginning. It seemed like pre-10, Phoenix Rising Amethyst, really good macro play around the map. What adjustments were you guys looking to make pre-10? Because after level 10, it was obvious, it was the heroics, but what in particular before 10 did you see for these guys?
Yeah, they're really good at soaking and doing the objectives and getting the camps, so we were trying to just stay with them as much as we could and then rotate where we could, and then it was just block them off from racing them. So we had to try to kill them before we would start doing the angels, otherwise we would definitely lose to the Raynor, which would just tear it down pretty fast. So we were just trying to keep up and soak as much as we could. Even though we lost a few camps at the beginning, it was just a matter of making the game go longer, because then we got stronger as it went on.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, as soon as level 10s came in, go buttons were hit, and just kind of just ran away with it from there.
Yeah, we had enough CC that we could lock them down when they tried to engage, so just try to hit the front line and then chase down the back line.
Yeah, one of the things I noticed in game 2 as well, again, very good macro play for Amethyst, as they were able to really focus on the camps. But you guys, I think you guys were able to utilize them a little bit better. The placements during the team fights, as opposed to kind of spread out, kind of in between, and really able to utilize that to capture every one of these points.
Yeah, the first point, they dropped their turrets a little early, which helped us a lot, and then it was trying to stay away from the Varian Stukov combo, because if we got caught in that, then it wasn't going to end up good for us, because it would be hard to get out of the taunt and then the Stukov's pool.
Yeah, and then at the end of the game, just I would be remiss if I didn't talk about that crazy combo at the end, fighting over the top camp, and then it was kind of going back and forth a little bit until we saw that first kill, and then the orb that popped 3, the arcane orbit heard around the world there.
Yeah, we weren't sure if we wanted to fight it, and then we were just poking it, and then we decided to fight it. So I was playing Sonya, I jumped in, didn't hit anybody, but blocked them from coming in. So then Luanara and Ming were just poking, and as soon as the cage went down, we were able to chain up the CC, and the orb blew up 3 or 4 of them in one shot, because they were so low from not being able to get to us.
All right, so we're getting close to the end of the season. You guys look like you're in good position in the win-loss columns. What are you guys aiming for in terms of playoffs? And is there anyone in particular in your division you're looking forward to playing again?
We just want to try to keep winning. We are going to be really busy at work soon, so we're going to have to take some time off to concentrate on that before the final end of the season. So, really all the teams are really good in the division and do something differently. So we're going to respect all of their play styles and try to keep forcing our will on teams and getting the wins. I mean, we've been doing pretty well so far, and we're just going to keep pushing it.
Absolutely. Well, any shout outs you'd like to make?
Shout out to you for casting us. That's great. We really appreciate it. All the casters and the NGS, that's awesome. Shout out to the other team. Thanks for playing. We're glad we won. And we're just gonna keep going. We had fun. It was fun tonight.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining me. Congrats on the win, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, everybody. Well, that is going to do it for me tonight. I am going to actually throw a host over to another NGS caster. I'll have to see who I can fish up real quick here. I'm not sure who might still be going. I saw that Fujin was casting after me here. And sure enough, it looks like Fujin Akari still casting, so we're going to go ahead and throw the raid over to Fujin. But I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching. Be sure to hit the follow button, come back for some more NGS action. You can also subscribe on YouTube. I upload all of my NGS content and a lot of my personal content over there as well. So I will go ahead and throw those links out in the chat. You guys can also join my Discord if you would like to keep up on more of my content. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me for the Nexus Gaming series. Thank you all for watching. I am Jason, and we'll see y'all next time.